Breaker audience, people, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of High Voltage Diesel. I'm just joking, this isn't actually on. I forgot I'm not a comedian. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Hopefully great. Today's December 17th, and I tell you what, this is the nicest day we've had in about a month so far. It is beautiful out. It's like 50 degrees out today. 50 degrees. Can't see out of that window. It is such a nice day out. The old Peterbilt here, the 359 Pete, has been hibernating for a good month and a half now because of the weather. Once they salt the roads, it gets put away. So she's been sitting here with nothing going on. This is how it was. This is the first time I've been in this truck in month and a half. Looks like we got some water leaks on the ground. I don't know where that's coming from. I'll have to figure that out, but I never put any of this back in because I got to replace the floor in this thing. Whenever we get nice days like this in the middle of the season, I just like to throw a battery in the old trucks and start them up just to kind of keep them running, let them air up. That way nothing freezes up, keeps the seals lubricated. It keeps you guys from having an armchair meltdown because you haven't seen any trucks start up in a while. But we should definitely roll some coal when she starts up, so that ought to be pretty interesting. How much do you want to bet someday I'm going to burn this truck up? Because I'm going to forget that the red is actually the ground and the black is actually the hot, and that's on both of these. This is the wires here that run all the accessories that goes to the fuse block. These just go right to the starter. Same thing, the red is the ground and the black is the hot. I did it like that because this wire was the perfect length for the ground, and this wire was the perfect length for the hot. All I got to do is put some tape on it or something, but I'm pretty confident that I'm going to remember. But someday I'm probably going to forget, and it's really not going to go good. Doesn't look like the Twinkle Toes mice made any nests yet. I'm sure that's coming though. Pull the IP stick. Make sure we're not full of water. Oh, look at how nice and clean that pearl looks. Beautiful. Oh, it got windy. It's a problem with these warm days in the middle of the winter is, yeah, usually gets pretty windy halfway through the day. Full of radiation here. Everything looks pretty good. No leaks anywhere that I see. Ain't got no milk on the top of that. That's always a good sign. Check out our cat back exhaust. Remember what I told you about the cat back exhaust? It goes from the cat back. Anything with a cat engine has a cat back exhaust. Got our rain cappity tap tap on there. That's pretty much all I hear. Alright, well, it looks like it's time to fire this beast up and roll some coal. I'm going to put you guys on the other side, because when this thing's cold, man, it rolls some serious coal. I didn't have to put this jumper box on, but I did just to... These batteries suck. These batteries are brand new and they suck. So I just wanted to give it a little extra boost so I don't burn the starter up. Well, it's our favorite part of the video. I'll let you guys sit here, listen to this kitty cat just sit here and purr. Man, that's just a sweet sound, you know what? She's been idling for about a half hour now. I don't want to keep her idling too long because it's not really good for diesel engines to idle for a long time. But it is good to run them a little bit. We just had a snowstorm about 2 days ago, and they plowed and salted the crap out of the roads, and yeah, I'd like to take her for a ride, but I'd rather not. You know, all it takes is a little bit of that shit to get up in these frame rails, and before you know it, the truck is junk. Yeah, I'm sure just a trip around the block isn't gonna hurt nothing, but it will get places where I don't want it, and you know, up in the wires and all that. It's just not worth it. Well, I'm glad you guys got to see some coal roll out of this thing. I'm super happy because I usually don't run these trucks at all for, you know, months. I always get a nice day like this and try to start them up and let them run, but that's it. They don't get driven, so it's always music to my ears to hear one of these babies start up, hear that cat run. The old International here was actually just running last week. If you guys watched that video where I went and got my skid steer track, I took this to go get the skid steer track. So this was running about a week and a half ago, so I'm not going to bother with this one. This truck here gets enough running throughout the season that it's probably enjoying its vacation right now, and this truck's got a couple issues anyway. It needs a water pump. I got antifreeze coming out of this weep hole on the water pump, and I gotta do some work to this thing sometime. You guys will see this in many upcoming videos, I'm sure. This truck is kind of the star of the channel. Yeah, there's some coal. Holding 60 pounds oil pressure, no problem. 65 or so. Thank you so much for tuning in to High Voltage Diesel. Listening to this 81 Peterbilt just sit here and purr, just music. You don't need any music if you have this. I don't even have the radio hooked up in this because I don't need it. Right here, that's the volume knob right there. That's all I need. Hopefully we will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, armchair meltdown, whatever you want to do. I want to hear about it. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.